Our movement to build community and end the punishment system has never been stronger than during this crisis. Everyone, including AFSC-Arizona's partner organizations, has pulled together, rallied, and stepped up their efforts in support of incarcerated people and their families. Because lives have been at stake like never before.
At AFSC-Arizona, we have been guided by the principles of prison abolitionist work that the American Friends Service Committee has been doing for nearly 50 years.
Shifting the system of punishment towards one of accountability, healing, and problem solving, working to create a society in which prisons are unnecessary.
The heart of our work, which is disrupting and eventually ending this punitive system, has been forefront during this unfolding crisis with the COVID-19 pandemic.
Early on, we identified two very basic goals: protect people who are incarcerated and get people out of prison, jail, and detention. Well before the lockdown, we started gathering the best information on what incarcerated people could do to protect themselves and how families could support their loved ones inside.
We advocated early for releasing people from prison and collected nearly 2,500 signatures on our petition urging Governor Doug Ducey to immediately free the most vulnerable people. Then we collected evidence from incarcerated people and their families, proving that our state prisons were failing to provide basic supplies like masks and soap.
And we worked with our coalition to press Arizona's Department of Health Services to inspect correctional facilities.
Last month, we started the ReFraming Justice Mutual Aid campaign, collecting donations of feminine hygiene items, soap, PPE, and other supplies for people in prison.
Led by families of incarcerated and directly impacted people.
Like ours.
And ours.
The ReFraming Justice Mutual Aid campaign has made it easy for anyone to order these supplies online and have them delivered by AFSC-Arizona volunteers and staff.
AFSC-Arizona has delivered more than 2,500 pads and 3,400 tampons to women incarcerated at the Perryville Prison Complex.
And nearly 50 boxes of gloves, 720 bars of soap, and 1,800 masks, and nearly 2,000 rolls of toilet paper for distribution throughout the state prisons.
AFSC Arizona invests in people. Our work, especially during this extraordinary time, has demonstrated the expertise and positive contributions of people who have been labeled criminal, who have been cast aside.
Why? Because we don't throw people away.
Because we know that safety, health, and wellness begins and ends with our communities.
Because there is light in all of us.
We are responsible for one another.
We stand in the gap for one another.
We belong to each other.
We belong to each
other.
Always.